Welcome to Applied Stuff. My name is Lilia, and this is the place where ideas meet practical application. My goal is to help you think deeper and act smarter. You're watching the first playlist called Applied Artificial Intelligence Mastering ChatGPT. In this series, we are not just talking theory. Instead, I will equip you with real, practical techniques you can use immediately to leverage ChatGPT and significantly boost your productivity, decision-making, and creativity. Here's what you can expect. Detailed episodes packed with deep insights, proven strategies, and real-life examples. Each episode will equip you with ready-to-use prompts, practical templates, and clear step-by-step instructions on integrating artificial intelligence into your daily workflow, business strategies, and personal projects. So, what are we waiting for? Let's dive straight into the first episode. To start with, what is a prompt engineering? Prompt engineering is the strategic skill of crafting precise instructions to get the best possible results from ChatGPT. If you've ever been frustrated by vague or irrelevant ChatGPT outputs, mastering prompt engineering will help you enhance your ChatGPT interactions. Today we will uncover the real secrets behind successful prompt engineering at two clear levels: foundational and advanced, with actionable examples for each. So let's go ahead and start with the foundational level. Think of general prompting as a casual first step. It's like asking a very broad question without giving clear direction. Imagine you're asking someone, "Tell me about yourself." Well, it is friendly, but it doesn't specify what you really want to know, whether it is the career, hobbies, or background you are interested in. Example of a general prompt would be, "Tell me about marketing strategies." This type of prompt is easy and quick to write, but the downside is that it usually results in very broad, superficial responses. ChatGPT will try its best to guess what you might want to hear, but because the prompt lacks specifics, the output tends to be generic and less useful. This approach might be useful when you're exploring a completely new topic, but if you're after real value and immediate, actionable insights, you will want to quickly move to a more specific levels of prompting. Perfect. Now let's take things a step further by clearly defining the role and context you want ChatGPT to assume. Think of it as giving specific directions to a friend who is helping you out with a job. Instead of vaguely asking for an advice by saying, "Give me some advice," instead, you're now clearly instructing him, like, imagine you're a marketing manager. How would you approach this problem and promote this product? When you assign a clear role to ChatGPT, you're guiding the artificial intelligence to respond from a specific viewpoint or expertise. This instantly narrows down the scope and makes the answer more relevant to your needs. Example of such a prompt: you are a digital marketing expert. Give me 3 actionable tips to grow LinkedIn followers. This kind of prompt works especially well when you're looking for targeted advice and quick, role-specific insights. It's great for generating practical ideas or initial strategies. But to reach deeper specificity and effectiveness, you will eventually want to move on to even more precise prompts. Okay, right now let's do something more interesting, something more than just assign roles. Let's give ChatGPT clear, structured instructions with detailed specifics. Think about it as giving precise guidelines to a skilled team member. Instead of just asking, "Can you please handle the marketing?" you are giving a clear outline, something like, "Here's exactly how I want our marketing campaign to run, step by step." This explicit approach dramatically boosts the precision and usefulness of the responses you get. The more clarity and detail you provide up front, the better and more actionable the artificial intelligence-generated output becomes. Example of such a prompt: you are a digital marketing specialist. Provide 3 actionable tips for a small handmade jewelry business to quickly grow Instagram followers. Use concise bullet points and practical examples for each tip. By using a detailed prompt like this, you are directly guiding ChatGPT to structured responses in a clearly organized way. Here I'm referring to bullet points, and to provide practical, easy-to-implement examples tailored specifically to your scenario, which is a handmade jewelry business. This technique of structured instructions with detailed specifics is ideal when you need practical strategies and immediately useful ideas, especially in business scenarios or projects where specifics matter greatly. Mastering this structured, detailed prompting method is key to unlocking consistent, high-value responses from ChatGPT. And with this, we wrap up with the basic prompt engineering secrets. Now, let's take a look at the more profound techniques. When you're ready to get even better results from ChatGPT, it's time to move on to advanced prompting techniques. Think of this as going from good to great, taking a decent response and systematically improving it until it's exactly what you need. Let's start with the first technique, which is an iterative refinement. But wait, what exactly is iterative refinement? It is the technique of progressively improving the responses that you receive from ChatGPT through a structured sequence of follow-up prompts. If to put it in simple words, you simply start with an initial prompt and then you progressively improve your output using a series of smaller follow-up prompts. Think of it like sculpting. You start with a rough shape, which is your initial prompt, and then gradually chip away at it with follow-up prompts to get the perfect result. Here's an example of how it works practically. Your initial prompt: summarize key insights from Atomic Habits. The first iteration: great, now rewrite this summary as 3 actionable habits anyone can apply today. Then, your follow-up prompt and your second iteration would be: turn these habits into specific daily tasks someone can implement immediately. And then another follow-up prompt as a real-life application: enhance practical application and clarity. So, why is iterative refinement so powerful with ChatGPT? Because each step makes the outcome clearer, more actionable, and precisely tailored to your needs. You control the process and fine-tune the response exactly as desired. In addition, it ensures that the information you get is practical, specific, and immediately useful. Mastering iterative refinement transforms your ChatGPT results from just good enough into truly exceptional. Perfect, so let's take a look at the second technique, which is scenario-based advanced prompting. Scenario-based prompting takes things to a new, exciting level by creating detailed role-playing situations for ChatGPT. Instead of simply asking for advice, you give ChatGPT a role, a realistic challenge, and specific details. Well, essentially you ask it to act out a scenario. Think of it like improvisational theater. You're the director, and ChatGPT is your actor. You provide the situation, the motivation, and the stakes, and ChatGPT on its part then performs the scene for you, delivering insights and outputs that feel incredibly realistic and practical. Let's take a look at the example. You are a strategic advisor at a SaaS company. A major client threatens to cancel their subscription because your onboarding process was as confusing as assembling IKEA furniture without the manual. Well, we've all been there. Draft a structured, empathetic email addressing their frustration. Offer immediate solutions to fix their issues and clearly outline how you will improve your onboarding experience going forward. Do you see the clarity? Well, scenario-based advanced prompting is your secret weapon for dealing with challenging situations effectively, clearly, and with confidence. It's perfect for crisis management, customer retention, staff training, and it's just to name a few. Now let's take a look at the third technique, which is directive and precise instruction. The key goal here is to get a clear output by eliminating filler words, ambiguity, and unnecessary friendliness in your prompt. Why? Well, because by default ChatGPT is programmed to be user-friendly and conversational, often adding emojis, soft language, and polite but unnecessary phrases. While this makes interactions comfortable, it can dilute the clarity and directness needed in strategic or professional contexts. When you specifically instruct ChatGPT to ignore this sort of friendliness optimizations, you prioritize clear, precise, and immediate delivery of information. Let's take a look at an example. System instruction. Provide a blunt, direct summary of the cybersecurity risks associated with remote work. Exclude filler words, emojis, conversational language, and friendliness. Structured clearly with bullet points. So, why it works? First, because it forces the artificial intelligence to focus solely on the core informational content. Second, removes ambiguity caused by conversational or filler language. Thirdly, it enhances cognitive clarity, ensuring your messages are received exactly as intended. The real-life application could be strategic company communications, where precision matters a lot, technical documentation, or crisis response situations. Now, let's take a look at another example to get things real clear. System instruction. Prioritize blunt, directive phrasing aimed at cognitive clarity. Disable engagement optimization. Provide immediate information and terminate after delivery. The goal is independent cognitive clarity in the reader. Include real-life example scenarios if needed. Well, this clear and direct prompting strategy ensures your outputs are information-driven, and optimized for precision and practical use. Just before we wrap up, a couple more quick tips to supercharge your prompt engineering even further. First, let's take a look at prompt length and token management. Did you know ChatGPT has limits on the length of prompts and responses? Well, that's because it counts text in tokens, roughly corresponding to words or parts of words. If your prompt or expected response is too long, ChatGPT might simply cut off mid-answer or lose track of the details you've provided. To avoid such a confusion, it's usually better to break long or complicated prompts into smaller, clear, step-by-step requests. For example, instead of asking something very long like, summarize the entire book Atomic Habits, then immediately explain how each major point can be practically applied in daily life with detailed examples, and finally create a month-long habit building schedule. You see, it's even hard to read. You break it down like this. First prompt, summarize the key insights from Atomic Habits. Second prompt, now pick 3 main insights and clearly explain how each can be practically applied in daily life. Third prompt, using this insight, create a practical, detailed, month-long habit-building schedule. This approach ensures clarity and accuracy without overwhelming ChatGPT. Now, let's take a look at temperature and creativity control. And here's something interesting. ChatGPT responses have a creativity setting known as temperature. A lower temperature, which is closer to 0, tells ChatGPT to produce very precise, factual, and predictable answers, while higher temperatures, which are closer to 1, lead to more creative and varied results. If you need strictly factual, straightforward responses, you can directly ask for this clearly. Example, provide strictly factual points about the health benefits of regular meditation without exaggeration or creative interpretations. Alternatively, if you prefer creativity and brainstorming, you can indicate this explicitly. Another example would be, give me creative, out-of-the-box ideas for an engaging marketing campaign, promoting meditation to busy corporate executives. Controlling the temperature in your instructions helps you consistently get the type of responses that best fit your purpose. Another tip is a negative prompting, which is pretty much explicitly telling what to avoid to ChatGPT. Sometimes the best way to refine your prompt is by clearly stating what you do not want. ChatGPT tries hard to guess your intention, but sometimes explicitly stating negatives can dramatically sharpen results. Here's a clear example. Instead of saying, list 3 tips for LinkedIn growth, you can say, list 3 actionable marketing tips for LinkedIn growth. Avoid generic advice, like post consistently, engage with followers, or use hashtags. And well, this negative prompting techniques pushes ChatGPT beyond obvious, giving you fresh, high-quality outputs. Another tip is chain of thought prompting. Chain of thought prompting is pretty much a step-by-step reasoning for complex tasks. If you need ChatGPT to handle complicated questions or problems, ask explicitly for step-by-step reasoning. This method, known as chain of thought prompting, encourages the model to slow down and clearly outline its logical steps. Let's take a look at the example. You are evaluating 2 different marketing strategies, influencer partnerships and paid ads. Provide a clear, step-by-step reasoning process explaining the advantages and disadvantages of each strategy, and then recommend one based on cost effectiveness and quick growth potential. You can see that this method is extremely effective for complex decision-making and analytical tasks. And my final tip is few-shot and zero-shot prompting, which is pretty much learning by example versus without examples. ChatGPT can also learn by example. This is called few-shot prompting, and it's powerful when you have a specific style or format in mind. You just provide a small number of examples, and the model follows your pattern. For example, you could say, provide a short, catchy slogan for a tech startup. The first example added, Uber, tap the app, get a ride. Second example provided to ChatGPT, Spotify, music for everyone. And then you finalize the prompt by saying, create one for an artificial intelligence-driven fitness app. On the other hand, you can use zero-shot prompting in response, which means asking ChatGPT to perform without any examples, relying solely on clear, explicit instructions. The example of such a prompt would be, create a short, catchy slogan for an artificial intelligence-driven fitness app that emphasizes convenience and smart coaching. Choosing between few-shot and zero-shot prompting depends on how much guidance you want to provide and how creatively independent you want ChatGPT to be. I would like to finish this episode with an important note. While ChatGPT is incredibly powerful, it's important to remember its limitations. and particularly its tendency to hallucinate when it lacks necessary context or data. For example, if you ask ChatGPT to provide statistical data based on some article, but without specifying parameters or context extremely clearly, it may invent plausible sounding but incorrect data. So I really encourage you guys to be cautious and do not blindly trust ChatGPT without verifying facts, as it can lead to misinformation. So here are some ways I prepared for you how you could minimize ChatGPT hallucinations and ensure a more responsible use of it. Try to always provide comprehensive context and specific instructions. Use prompts explicitly asking ChatGPT to state clearly if information is uncertain or if the model does not have precise data. Always double check. If something sounds too good to believe, ask to provide calculations or ask how this or that parameter was retrieved. Example of such a prompt: if you are unsure or lack exact data, clearly indicate that in your response. Prompt for verifiable sources and include disclaimers and outputs if needed. Adopting these measures will help you to get a more accurate, reliable, and responsible interactions with ChatGPT, supporting healthy technology use. And that's it for episode 1. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comments below, and I wish you the best of luck with applying these ChatGPT strategies, and I hope you will observe improvements. Stay tuned for the next episode, and until next time, remember, think deeper, act smarter.